All right. So, good evening, everybody. Good evening, everyone. Please, I hope you all could hear me very very clear. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everybody. So, you are all welcome to this bootcamp. Today is we are currently week 3. I'm so sorry. We're supposed to have a class yesterday, but I was a bit strong yesterday, so the class couldn't hold yesterday, so that's why we didn't have our class yesterday. So I'm so sorry, guys, and I promised I'm going to make it up with you guys in this week. We actually still have a lot to cover, but so far so good. We've done exceedingly well. Yeah, we've done so well. At least we've covered. Let me say, in fact, what I have thought so far so good. You can even start calling yourself an AI automation specialist if you really know what you are doing, because in this same class some of you have started reaching out to clients already. There's even someone who I'm not going to mention his name. He has already got a call. Yeah, he has already got a client that is going they want to go on a call, and I know definitely he's going to seal that deal. There's also someone that texted me on Twitter. He was also like, he got a client that he pitched to. So that client asked him to book a call. And the funniest thing, this guy that texted me on Twitter, it was what we built, the like AI agents that we built in our previous class. That was what we pitched. That was what he pitched to that client that make that client to book a call. So if you are still playing around, still joking, well, come back next year. Don't worry. We'll see you again next year. Still same position. We'll still come back to see you next year. But I don't next year you might not actually still I don't think next year you still have access to a free class that is going to teach you everything you need to know about AI or whatever. It might even be too late next year for you. It might even be too late for you next year. I think the best opportunity if you want to go into AI automation is now. So for those of you that are playing around, keep playing around. Let those that want to win, let them keep winning, right? Let them keep winning. You keep playing around. Don't do your assignments. Don't when they ask you to come to class, don't come to classes. And those that are doing well, noting them down. They are doing amazingly well. Talk of Mira, sorry, talk of Oluwaseun Mr. Oluwaseun, he did a work that I saw on Twitter. I was so impressed. Like, bro, I was so impressed. A UGC stuff like that. And there's a lot of money in AI content creation for real. I know a lot of guys that, but I don't do AI content creation. But I know a lot of people that actually what's called make a whole lot of money building workflows for AI and for faceless YouTube videos or YouTube or UGC ads, stuff like that. But because that's not my niche actually, so I don't really do much of that. But he really did well for real. He really did amazingly well. He really did amazingly well for that project. In fact, I went through that project. It was also superb. Like it was also superb. Kudos to you, Mr. Oluwaseun. You are doing so well. Then oh Funi, you are doing so well too. Kudos to you. I've been seeing your works on Twitter and I'm telling you guys, I'm very, very proud of you guys. You guys are doing amazingly well. And I can't just wait to see how far you're going to go in this space. I'm rooting for you guys. So big. Like you guys are really doing well. So well. Like you guys, I don't, I like you guys are just doing well. My special person, Miracle, I'm seeing your works. You are doing well also. Who again? Who again? Maria, I think I mentioned her name the last class. Maria, I saw her post. Who again? So those are the people that I think I've seen their what's called their work they are what's called, they are really doing amazingly well. Like you guys are doing amazingly well, and I'm so proud of you guys. I'm super proud, and I can't just wait to see you guys growth. I can't wait for you guys to land your first clients in this AI automation space. So okay, now before we go into our class, I want to say some important thing, and I want you guys to listen. Now, those of you that attended the last class, an attendance was taken, and I used that attendance to group you guys in for your capstone project, because your capstone project is very important. Now, apart from you presenting for your capstone project, the monetization class we are going to be having is going to be strictly for those that are in the capstone project group. The monetization class that we are going to be having at the end of this class is going to be strictly for those in the capstone project group. So please, anyone that is not in this class today, this is your last chance. Go and tell them the Telegram group to join now, because the monetization class we're going to be having, I'm not going to be the only one to teach. I'm planning to bring in guys from the AI space, automation space, that we actually have, that are very, that I know they have track results. Guys that are really doing amazingly well in the AI space. I'm going to bring them on board, and they're going to share their experience, what they've learned in this space. And also, Tech Baby will also going to come that day. So that means on the day we are going to be having the monetization class, we might have up to like 4 to 5 guest speakers. So it's going to be a very amazing night for everyone. And if you are not in the capstone project, forget about the monetization class. I'm going to be very strict about that one, because I know a lot of you don't value free resources. A lot of you don't value free classes. I know, because tell me why we have every day when I come to this call, I keep complaining about the same thing over and over and again. We're going to have over 400 people in the class, and just 30 guys, 30 people will be on this call. Who does that? So the monetization class is very important. And if you like, don't attend. If you like, attend. It's on your own, because now I made a post yesterday on Twitter that AI automation is just, let me say, in fact, I'm going to give it 30%. One of the most common things that I see, in fact, every community I've joined, that most people make complaint of these days: I learned AI automation, I don't have a job. I learned AI automation, I don't have a job. Every day, how do I get clients? How do I get clients? How do I get clients? Stuff like that. Now, I want you guys to have, I want to make sure that you guys actually avoid that kind of story. I don't want anyone who's going to finish from this class and who starts complaining of not getting jobs over my dead body. God forbid. Because I one thing I was, before I started this boot camp, I solely told God that, God, if this boot camp is not going to bring out results, don't just let me do it. Just forget about it. If this boot camp is not going to give me the result I want, because every teacher, every tutor out there, the only thing that can make them proud is when the students they've taught are bringing good results. And I plainly told God, if there's not going to be results on people I want to teach, on people I want to impact, just forget about it. And I won't teach. Let me just forget about it. So if you think you can just come here and just slack and not do what you're asked to do, then it's on your own. So I won't talk about the monetization class again. I won't even make mention of it. It's going to be strictly, I repeat, it's going to be strictly private. And I'm going to pick those I want to pick. It's going to be strictly private, because it's going to be a very deep 4 hours class. You learn how to position yourself as an AI automation specialist, personal branding, getting jobs. You learn from stories of people that have been ahead of you in the AI space. So I know the reason why I won't make it public, because most of you won't appreciate it. I'm going to make it strictly private. So I'm watching. If you like, don't come to classes. It's on your own. So I don't have much to say. I don't have much to say, and that's all I want to say um, for tonight. So I think the only topic we have left, I haven't taught you guys about code node. I don't think I remembered. Okay, I don't think I explained code node the other day and JSON, and I don't think I've taught you guys about prompting, what's how to actually prompt what's called um your AI, because for especially for those people that will be working with AI agents or a whole lot more, you will very need prompting, and if you're not good in prompting, it's really going to affect your AI system, because it's what you actually feed ChatGPT or OpenAI or whatever AI tools you are using, or Gemini, blah, blah, stuff like that, that is going to give out to you. So if you're not good in prompting, forget about you getting a good result. So tonight is going to be very practical, but I'm just going to spend like 30 to 40 minutes to explain some few things about prompting, and also code nodes and JSON. So I don't really have a slide to present tonight, but I'll make sure I deliver value by God's grace. I'll make sure I deliver value. So if you don't have your pen and jotter, please go get them right now, because I'm about to go into business. And remember, I don't have a slide, so that means whatever I'll be saying it from my head. So now, what do we understand by prompting? What do you understand by prompting? Because before you build any AI agent, before you build any system message, before you build your vector database, your array, your RAG, or whatever, you really need to understand the word prompting. Because now, prompting is the foundation for every AI agent, for every AI output that you get. Your prompting is the foundation. If your prompting is whack, you're going to get a whack result. If your prompting is fake, you're going to get a fake result. If your prompting is not deep and well detailed, you're going to get a surface result, because prompting is the language. Because prompting is the remote control that tells AI what he should do. And if you get this part wrong, if you get your prompting very wrong, your entire automation will misbehave. Your entire automation will hallucinate. That's why prompting is very important when it comes to building your AI agents. Your prompting is going to determine the kind of results you get. So, what exactly is prompting, and why do I think it matters when it comes to building AI agents? Now, we all know when it comes to prompting is just you simply telling AI that, okay, AI, this is what you should do. If you go to a company, there's orders and instructions that your manager is going to give you, the okay, oh, miracle, do this and that. Now, you're giving an instruction to that person that, okay, do this. You've already prompted that person to act based on the instructions you gave him, right? If I give, let's say Maria, I give Maria an instruction that, Maria, please, when it's 7 a.m. tomorrow, give me a call. Maria can't give me a call if it's not 7 a.m. because I've already prompted her, I've already given her instructions on when she should call me. And I think when it comes to the AI space, when it comes to AI automation, agents building, This is one of the reasons where people get it mostly wrong. Most people that I see these days, they get the most difficult is prompt engineering. And you forget about it, you rarely see people teaching prompt engineering. Because if you are very, very good in prompt engineering, bro, I can never see what you cannot produce in this AI space. I can never see what you can't develop in this AI space. Even the experts in the AI space every day keep learning prompt engineering. Do you even know that what you feed ChatGPT, ChatGPT learn from what you are feeding it, and it uses it to fine tune its conversations. It uses it to keep fine tuning the instructions you are giving him. If you go to my ChatGPT, I have different AI agents that I have developed for myself. AI bots, ChatGPT bots that I've developed for myself. I have a separate bot if I want to use for my YouTube automation. I have a separate bot that I've trained specifically on how I want to be writing my YouTube script for my faceless YouTube channel. I have trained that AI agent. I have given it everything. I have fine tuned it to give me to always give me the best, so that I won't have to go over it over and over again. Right? And also, I have an AI bot that I created for editing. Yes, I did a personal editing AI bot. I trained it. This is what you should do. I gave it a whole lot of instructions. I like okay now. Let me tell you how I was called how I builded my AI bot for my YouTube faceless YouTube automation. This is a gold mine actually, but I'm going to reveal it to you guys. Now, here's what I do. Like recently, there's a new channel I just created for my first YouTube channel that I needed to get monetized. I want to get it monetized before the end of this year. Now, what do? I look out for my competitors' channel. Okay, what are the top three channels in this faceless YouTube niche in the particular niche I picked? So I looked out for the top three channel. After looking out for the top three channel, I checked out what is common, how do they write their scripts, blah blah, blah stuff like that. Now after doing that, I now extracted their channel one. I extracted their first 10 videos and generated their script. Channel 2 extracted their first 10 videos, generated their script. Channel 3 generated their first 10 videos and extracted their script. And now gave out all the scripts, use it to train my AI agents that okay, using all these samples, check out the similarities, check out the tone, check out how it does this, check out the English, check out this. If you write this, check everything out. I use it to train my AI agent. So that in case of incasity next time, whenever I ask you to do this for me, do it exactly the way I trained you. So that's exactly how prompting works. I'm going to rush this prompting. If you give prompting Vogue prompt, you're going to get a Vogue answer. And if you give it a clear answer, you're going to get a clear prompt. If you give it a clear prompt, sorry, you're going to get a clear answer. So it's just as simple as that. Now, why does prompting actually matters? Why do we keep stressing ourselves? Because prompting. Why can't just the AI know what we mean? Why? Because AI is not a mind reader. AI, whatever you are using, is a follower. It only does what he says, and it only obeys on exactly how he says it. If you give it a better instructions, you're going to get a better answer. And if you give it a fake instructions, you're going to get what you deserve. So it's just like karma. What you sow is what you get. If your instructions are vague, your AI responses will be vague. If your instructions are precise, your AI responses will be precise. That's exactly how it works, right? Your prompts let it control your tone, it lets you control the style instruction, it lets you control your personality, it lets you control your writing format, it lets you control the structure, it lets you control the strength, it lets you control the order of steps, it lets you control when to use a tool and when not to use a tool. Without proper instructions, the AI will do whatever it likes. And when you are building automation in anything, a good prompt reduces error by 80%. If open AI or whatever you're using returns rubbish, you're going to have issues with your workflow. But when you have a clean structure prompt, your result is going to be very, very superb. Right? So, a great prompt today can be used in 50 different automation tomorrow. That's why prompting is very, very scalability. You build it once, you train your AI agent once, and use it every time. Right? So that's just it about um, prompting. And when you are building AI agents inside anything, the AI has to make decisions. Which tool should you call first? Like there was someone, I think it was Grace. Though I haven't checked her. I even forgot. So I haven't checked her workflow yet. But I think it was Grace. She was building an AI agent, but her AI agent is not um calling the what's called the Google Sheet. Now, if your prompting is not well structured and you didn't tell it how it should call to, or the name of your tool is not in your prompting, it won't work. Your prompting will determine which tool it should call first. Should he generate or should he analyze? Does it call API or do this? So that's just how it works. And I think that's all for prompting. Then there are two types of prompting. So far so good. I There are two types of prompting that have length and I've been using that has been working for me. We have the upfront prompting, and we also have the iterative prompting. We have the upfront prompting, and we have the iterative prompting. Now, this type of prompting, they have two different strategies. They all have two different mindsets. They all have two different workflows for controlling AI. And once you understand this different type of prompting, your prompt engineering is going to be very, very superb. Right? So now, what exactly is upfront prompting? Upfront prompting is just like you write everything at once. You write your full instructions, your rules, your guidelines, your formatting, everything in a one big prompt before you even run the agent. It's just like you saying, let me explain everything the agents need in one go. You explain everything, no back and forth. You don't need to test. You just dump all the full instructions up front, right? You don't need to change anything. You do everything at once. Now, upfront prompting only works when you already know what the AI agent will do. And if the workflow is predictable and you have your clear requirements, you already have a detailed and not complex prompt. That's only when upfront prompting is going to what's called work. But sometimes upfront prompting give issues, and when it comes to debugging, and one crazy part of upfront prompting is one mistake can mess up everything. Just like I said earlier, if I said in my prompt that after booking, book it to my Google Sheet tool, and in my tool name it was um, Sheet tool, and in my prompting I wrote Google Sheet tool, Allah, it won't call that tool. And you keep debugging over and over again. What's wrong? Agent is not calling my tool. Agent is not calling my tool. Until you realize that it's just a single mistake in your prompting that messed up everything. Right? Now, what is iterative prompting? Iterative prompting means you start with something very small and then you keep improving it step by step. You first of all write a short instructions. Okay, here's the plan I want to do. Then you text it and you see what went wrong, and also keep refining over and over again. Keep building layers over and over again. So that's just what iterative prompting is. You already know what how it works. You exactly know where the problem is. And one thing is the prompt states are very, very short and very easy to debug. It also saves time. It also makes your AI agent more stable. Disadvantage it requires a whole lot of testing back to back. You need patience, and sometimes you don't know how long it will take, but still the one of the best method of prompting. Now, what method should you use? Both methods are actually powerful. Also, both are very, very useful. But the key is you need to know when to use each other. If you are building an agent from scratch, you have a new idea, new workflow, always use iterative prompting, especially if you don't understand what you want to build yet. Don't write a full prompt at once because you're going to waste a lot of time, right? But you want to use upfront prompting. Maybe you already know what you want to do. You already have a clear roadmap of what you want to do. But if you want to build real AI agents, you're going to use upfront prompting, right? You're going to use upfront prompting. So that's just it about prompting. So the next one I want to explain is the code node. I'm going to share my screen now. You guys should hold on. Um, I'm coming. I'm going to share my screen now. You are the one. I'm trying to log into my LinkedIn account. You guys should. So I'm going to be sharing my screen now. Uh, you are. I hope you all can see my screen now. I hope you all can see my screen now. All right. So now I want to explain the code node because a whole lot of you are going to be using code node a lot, and it's really a lifesaver. It's really a lifesaver. That's using the code node. It's really a lifesaver if you know how it works, and practically you don't even need to learn how to code before you can actually use a code node, right? You don't need to learn how to code before you can use a code node. A code node is going to save you a whole lot of stress, right? It's going to save you a whole lot of stress. A code node is going to save you now a whole lot of stress. Now, why did I say it's going to save you a whole lot of stress? Because there are some times when you might need to get something and you're not really getting what you want. The only thing that can help you at that point is a code node. Maybe you want to format a text or you're not getting the exact stuffs you need to get. It's only a code node that can help you, right? And if you understand this thing very, very well, your automation journey is going to be very, very easier, right? So that's exactly how what's called this code nodes actual actually works. Now, I wanted to think of code nodes as the engine room because the code node can actually helps you reshape your information, combine it, clean it, do whatever um jam you want to do with the code node, and you don't need to learn how to code to be able to use uh, the code node. Like, let me show you this workflow I built, and if you checked, it was. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. You guys come now. Hmm. No, no, not this. Two document SharePoint. Now, if you see this workflow I built, this particular one, I use a whole lot of code node here because this is a complex code node. Now, starting from here, starting from this particular now, this workflow is actually uploading documents to SharePoint, whereby whenever someone fills there's a form they are going to fill, which they are going to what's called um upload documents, and now I used a code node for me to be able to extract the document information and everything I need. Right? Now, if you check here, I can't if you check here, the documents they uploaded, I can't even see it. I can't even see the documents they uploaded. I have the images here, but I can't see the document here. So that's why I use the code node here. Now, if I execute this particular workflow now, let me execute it. Let's hold on. So this is going to extract all the so code node helps a lot, especially especially code node. Like here now I wanted to send a personalized um email here. So now can you see? You guys see something? Can you see? Can you see my document? I use the code node to extract all the documents from here. But here in my input, can you see the document? You only have the document URL, but we can't really see where the document is. We can't even view it here. But I use the code node to actually extract all the documents. And this is going to save you a whole lot of time because now, if you say you want to be using, if your code node is looking different, go and update your NA10. Your code note is looking different, go and update your anything. That means your anything is not updated. Anything just roll out a new update. That means your anything is not updated. If your code node is not, you know, anything just roll out a new update. So go and update your anything account to the latest version. Anything has done updates. So that's why mine is in JS like this. So now for this one now, if you see for this particular code node also, I needed to because we are uploading it to individual folder, so I need to extract the person's name from here. We need to extract the person's name where I'm going to upload it to SharePoint. That's why I have another code node here to extract the person's name and use the person's name to create a SharePoint folder for uploading, right? Then I also use the SharePoint code node to also extract the folder ID also. So code node is very, very useful when it comes to building workflows. You are going to use them a lot, especially when you are building complex workflow. So that's just it about code node. I think I've done justice to this code node already. So tonight we are going to be building an email classifier. We are going to be building an email classifier from scratch. Now I know most of you might be asking what exactly is an email classifier. Now let me go to my Gmail. Should I share my? I'm not supposed to share my Gmail inbox. I have a lot of sensitive information there. Okay, so we're going to be building an email classifier. I'm not going to be sharing my inbox anymore. Now, so guys, concerning the NA10 self-hosting, I'm currently in talks with a company, AWX actually, and they are giving out free credits for startups. So I'm seeing if I can secure a whole lot of credits for everyone to self-host anything unlimited. But if I was not able to secure that, then you guys have to use either what's called Google self-hosting, or you either go for the Amazon says. No, sorry, I said Amazon says. What's the name of this platform? There's a full breakdown of how it works. I'm going to share the thread to you guys now, self, on how to get unlimited self hosting for your record for your workflow. But tonight we'll be building a Gmail inbox manager. And what this Gmail inbox manager does is it helps you manage your inbox and helps you draft a good response for your inbox, right? So that's exactly what this Gmail manager does. And you can pitch it, you can sell it as a service to people. So this Gmail manager helps people manage their Gmail inbox. It helps them draft a response. It helps them attach each Gmail to a particular what's called to a particular what would I call it, to a particular label or whatever that person is asking of. So I'm going to create let me create a new Gmail account specifically for this. You guys should hold on. I'm going to create a new Gmail account specifically for this class. Whew. Exit Academy. Next. Africa Television Independence. AIT. So I'm trying to create a new what's called Gmail account for this particular class. Next Academy at gmail.com. Yeah. Password. Let me next. You get show done. I'll wait. Also, now verification code. So I'm trying to create a new what's called a new Gmail address. Specifically, I don't want to expose my. Don't miss tomorrow's class. Oh. Don't miss tomorrow's class. We're building an AI voice agent. If you want to learn how AI voice agents works, we are going to be doing it tomorrow. Okay. Huh? Next. Skip. Okay, so I just created a new account specifically for this workflow. Um, is that live, man? All right. So now we're going to be building an email inbox manager that specifically helps people manage their inbox, and you are going to learn how to build it from scratch. So we're going to practical class now. Please pay total attention. I don't want to hear I don't understand or I don't know what you are doing. So we're going live now, and please pay total attention to what I want to build right now. So we are building a Gmail manager that helps people manage their Gmail inbox and helps them draft a good response, and also helps them add a label to it so that they don't have to go through the stress of checking it one by one. So now let's get to work. Firstly, we all know that we are we are starting with a Gmail trigger. Now, what this Gmail trigger does is whenever we get any new message on this Gmail account, it's going to what's called trigger this workflow, right? It's going to do what? It's going to trigger this workflow. Whenever we get any email on this Gmail account, it's going to trigger this workflow. So now what the first thing you need to do is to create a credentials. If you don't have a credentials already, so I'm going to create my credentials. I'm going to create a new credentials, Nexit Academy. So vector continue. So I successfully connected my Gmail account, and you know the mode. So I can either set it to watch out for emails every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, anytime you want it to watch out for. Then the event is whenever we get any new email, it triggers this particular workflow. So now let me text it by sending a mail to this what's called to this particular Gmail that I have created. So now, so let me trigger it. I think we have a new mail already. Let me fetch text events. Can you see? So this is the email we got. So that's when we connected our Google account. You allow anytime blah blah to stuff what's called to get whatever blah blah stuff like that. So that's what this Gmail triggers does. I repeat, what this Gmail trigger does is that whenever we get a new email in our Gmail, it's going to trigger this workflow, right? Remember we are building an Gmail inbox manager that help us manage our inbox so that we don't have to stress ourselves reading emails every day. And it not only manage our inbox, it helps us classify each email into different label. Let's say, for example, I run an academy and I get emails for consultations, I get emails for questions, so I can use the Gmail's classifier to help me create a label for each email to go into their own appropriate what's called inbox. So that's just exactly how it works, right? So now let's go over. Now we have added our Gmail trigger. So what we need to do now is to add an information extractor. Now, why do we need to add an information extractor? Is because we need to extract the person's name, right? We need to extract the person's name so that we could send a personalized email so that it won't sound too much like a bot responding. We want to make it a highly personalized. That's why we are trying to extract the person's email, right? So now we're going to head over to your node panel as usual and look out for information extractor. When you look out for information extractor, geez, when you look out for information extractor, you look out for the text. That's the body of the message, right? You look out for the text. That's the body of the message, and you drag it here and drop it there, right? Or okay, sorry, we are looking out for the person's name. We are looking out for the person's name or the text. So we are going to check out for this text and see if we have the sender's name there. So we're going to add an attribute and we are looking out for um sender name, sender name. So what we are trying to tell this information extractor is that um help us extract the sender name from this email. Extract the sender's name from this email, from this email, and also if there is no name, if no name, right, return an empty string. That means if the name of the senders is not in our body of the email, it should return what the empty string. So we're going to make it required. So we need an AI model for this particular one. So you can either use let me use OpenAI. Let me use OpenAI for it. Let me use the free credits. So you can use OpenAI for this. Let me use GPT-4. Let me use GPT-4o, and let me just, so let's execute and see. Sure. The endpoint is not supported with anything. Let me use, I think it's, let me use 4.1 and try it and see. So where exactly is the issue? Please check your parameter. So let me know what error are we having. You know what? Let me use my personal OpenAI credits. Let me, I don't know. Maybe it's because they are using their own free credits. That's why they are doing this. Let me use my own personal OpenAI credits. Let me connect my accounts. You guys should just hold on. Let me use my personal OpenAI credits for it. African Independence Television. No, sufficient quota. As well. Okay, let me use 4 minutes. Let me use GPT-4. And let's see. Okay, let's use Gemini. Let me use Gemini. I don't know. I think I've way to jeez. I've exhausted my API, bro. I'm trying to see where the error is coming from. I'm currently on my API. I want to know exactly the error is coming from. Yes, right now. I've exhausted my API, bro. Let me load up. I've exhausted my API. Exhausted my API. Let me load up. Yeah, sure, done. So let me load up my API. Let me load up. You guys should calm down. I don't know. It's supposed the free credit is supposed to work, but I don't know why it's not working. But I've exhausted my API. Let me load up my API key. Let me. Yeah, sure. Let me load up. I'm currently recharging. I'm currently using my card to load up my account. I don't even know. What can you notify me now? Well, the automation to run low. So where you could send the notification can you notify to? So yeah, can you want to run low right fuck. Okay, you know what guys? Let's use Gemini. I don't know. My what's called my let's use Gemini. Let me use Gemini. I've already made payment already. I'm waiting for them to load up the credit. But pending the time they're going to load up the credit, let's use Gemini for it. So let me share my screen back. So I hope you all can see my screen now. Okay, so let's use Gemini for it. Let's use Gemini for it. So let me just add the Gemini model. So for this chat model, let's use Google Gemini chat model for it. So I already have a Google Gemini account connected to it already. So let's execute it. Remember the reason why we are using the information extractor is for us to actually extract the sender's name from the email body. For us to know if the sender's name is in the email body, for us to be able to send a personalized email to that person. So let me execute this. Okay, let's see what we have. So empty. Now, the reason why we are having empty is because we don't have the sender's name there. As we don't have the sender's name there, it's not going to return empty. But now let me send an email again. Let me send an email to that mail, and I'm going to include the sender name in the body. Let me send email. Um, hello, my name is. you guys should know. So let me send email to let me send email to the particular what's called to this particular email, and let's see what we have at gmail.com. Subjects, course inquiries. Hello, my name is my name is Manuel. I want to make an inquiry about your AI automation bootcamp. Can I get more information about the course and how I can register for the course? So I'm going to send the email. Now let me refresh. Let me refresh. This is our email. So let me refresh. So let me refresh again. Let me. It's still loading. Well, I've sent an email already. So can you see? We've gotten an email. Hello, my name is Emmanuel. I want to make an inquiry, blah blah stuff like that. So now let's go back to our N10 workflow and let's text it again and see if this information extractor actually works and was able to get the sender's name. So let me execute this workflow again. Let's see. Now, can you see? We're able to get the sender name. Now, remember earlier we didn't get the sender name because the sender name is not part of the workflow. But now we're able to get the sender name. That means our information extractor is working. Now, we need to what's called add an if node. Remember, we said in our instruction, the way we told the information extractor, we said if the sender name is there, he should send. And if the sender name is not there, it should return empty. So now we need an if node for us to separate this data. That means if the sender node is there, true, and if the sender node is not there, false. So we need an if node. I hope you guys are following me, please. I hope you guys are following me. Okay. I don't understand. You should come from the signature area most times. Yeah, the signature area is also part of the text body now. Are you talking about yours faithfully stuff like that? I think that should be part of the text body. Or what are you trying to mention? I know the sender name cannot come from the subject. It actually comes from it's either from the email. You can also use the email if you want to use um I think you can also use the email if you want to use the person's sorry you can also use the person's email as your sender name. Where is the person's email? So you can also use this person's email as part of it. But so I prefer using the text body because it can actually the person is going to have their name there. So that's why I prefer using the text body. So now since we've added our if and what's called if node, now we've added our if node. Remember we said if the sender name is there, it should return what's called it should return it. Let me is not empty. So if the sender name is there, it's going to come as true. And if the sender name is not there, it's going to come as false. So I'm going to execute it. Can you see we have true and false branch, right? I hope you guys are following me. So I'm going to use the edit field also. Let me just use the edit field just for me to have just the sender name. Please, are you guys following? So I'm going to use the edit field here, which is the sender name, and it's going to be our our introduction, right? That's the intro where we are sending the mail to. So the sender name is going to be our introduction. That's why we are using the edit field. Then we are going to use the edit field for the first what's called for the first. And for the first, since we don't have what's called the sender name, what do we use? What do we use? We don't have the sender's name here for the first. So introduction. We don't have the sender's name for the what's called. So what do we use? Let's just use why you say no go put sender name. Let's use hello. Hello dear. So for this, so let me just rename it. No sender name. Sender name exists. And I'm going to rename it like that. Now, I'm going to merge both datas together, right? I'm going to merge both data one and data two together using the merge node. I hope I've explained what the merge node is and how it actually works. So for this merge node, I'll be using combine since we are what's called we are combining the both data and what field are we combining? We are combining the introduction field, introduction, introduction field, and what output are we using? We are keeping both non-matches, right? Output that doesn't match together. And we're going to put both inputs and appended. So let me execute this field. Can you see that's the introduction? We have Emmanuel. So that's exactly what we are going to be using here. So we need to clean our data. We need to have a very clean data because we are going to be needing the message ID. We are going to be needing the thread ID, the text, and that's the email body for us to be able to respond very well to our message. So now let me just merge these things together. Hold on. My wait, you guys calm down. Introduction. Okay. Introduction. So combine. No, no, no. No. Wait, hold on. Matching feed. So where exactly are we? We should have a data. That's one of the craziest aspect of this method. No, you guys calm down. We should have a data combined when input different matches. Hold on. Please, are you guys following me? Because we are in these things together. What's that now? Yes, calm down. Why are we having an empty field? I really need to know. Yeah, a little bit lost. How? Why are you lost? Ìjọba mi tan jẹ́ ìwọ̀n tí ń dá lọ́jọ́. Why are you lost? We are building an email management system. So don't be lost. We are building an email management system. Wait at your come first. Ní ìfẹ́ yà mí lórí náà sì ní gbà fún ẹ. Mm. We haven't edited before. So there's surprise why we're not having a data again. Uh-huh. Why are you doing rubbish before? Remember why I'm telling you? Okay, I think it was from the fifth to March. That was where we were having the error earlier. That's one of the craziest things. A simple English can actually what's called destroy your whole workflow and start giving you what's called rubbish info. So we need the edit field. Now, why do we want to use the edit field here? Is because there are some informations we need here. We need um we need the trade ID, right? We need the trade ID. We need the body of the information because that's what we are going to be giving our AI agent to be responding, right? Then we also need our ID for it. So that's exactly what we are going to use to what's called to get this. So let me start from the intro. Sorry, let me start from the intro. I'm going to drag it here. Then we also need the email ID. We have dragged the email ID here. We also need the trade ID. We're going to drag the trade ID here. And we also need the email body. So that's exactly what we need in this what's called for this email extractor. So let me execute it. And we have the intro, the ID, the trade ID, and the email body. So that's when we will now use our text classifier. So now, what this text classifier does is that it actually classify all our email. Every email that is coming in, it's classifying it into different label. So now I'm going to go back to my Gmail. Let me go back to my Gmail. Let me create labels. Let me use let me use consultation. Let me create several labels. Let me use let me use support. Let me use support. Um general general inquiries. General inquiries. Let me also use um let's say um spam. What else can I use? Okay, let me use Nexit Academy. Let me use one-on-one mentorship. One-on-one mentorship, right? So that's the labels we are going to be using. My screen is blue. My screen cannot be blue. Like it. So that's the label we are going to be using. So now let's head over back to our workflow. Let's head over back to our workflow. So let's add the information extractor. Information. So I said information extractor. The text, the text classifier. I'm going to be using the text classifier. So now for this text classifier, we're going to be telling it everything is going to be classifying. So and here's what we are classifying. This particular email body is exactly what we are trying to classify. And if you remember in our text classifier, we have several categories. We have um, we have what we have first. We have consultations. So let's say consultations. We have consultation. So this includes questions, questions regarding you can use AI to actually help you, but you can also form it on your head. But let me just make it easier. So I'm going to tell AI I'm using I'm using the information classifier. So I need description for my each label for my Gmail. Yes, let me share my screen for my Gmail. So here are the labels I have. So I have consultations. I also have what do we have again? We have consultations. We have general inquiries. What do we have again? We have general inquiries. Mm, we have one on one mentorship. We have Nexit Academy. We have Nexit Academy. Then what do we have? What do we have again? We also have support. So let's see what ChatGPT has for us. So just copy it. Use this label for email related to booking requests, consultation questions. So that's for our first email node. So I'm going to copy the description, paste it, use this label for blah blah. Then also add another category. Come back to our AI. This is the general enquiries. Paste it, paste it there, and also write out um, this the description, and also paste it here. Add another category. We also have um, the one-on-one mentorship description. So this for this, and also paste it there. Then what else do we have? We have for Nexit Academy. We also have for Nexit Academy. We have for Nexit Academy. So use this and paste it there. I hope you guys are following me. So I won't come back again because this workflow is very, very simple. By the time we enter into voice agents now, you guys will know what automation is. So also add for support, copy, paste it, and also the description. So paste the description. So that's just it. And we need to add what's called our system prompt, right? We need to add our system prompt. So let me just system prompt. So let me just form one system prompt. So we need to add a system prompt. Add options, system prompt template. So there's a template there already. So we'll just use this template that is here already. And which chat model are we going to be using? So which chat model are we going to be using? We're going to be using Gemini. Wait, I can't really get to load the credit to me now. We're going to be using Gemini. So for it, so let me execute this and see what we have. Now, can you see the email we sent earlier was about support, right? So we're trying to, hey, my name is, I want to make an inquiry. So it was all about support, right? But we sent emails regarding consultations. It's going to add for consultations. So I hope you guys are following me. Now, since we've already classified all these what's called all these emails, we've already classified them. Now we need to add label to it so that it will be easier for anyone that wants to respond to these messages to be able to know which message they have to reply to, so that you don't have to go through all the emails, because so emails have more priority than previous email. Yes, text classifier, there's information extractor. These two things are different things. Jesus Christ. Bro. This laptop no child later. Fuck. So guys, I'm going to rush this class. I'm going to rush this class now. So there's text classifier, there's information extractor. Both are what's called forming different what's called different functions, right? So now for this test consultation, we're going to add Gmail label for it. Let me use Gmail. We're going to add label to all the messages, to add label to it. So now what's the message ID? What is the message ID? Here is the message ID. So um for this, let's say now for this one is consultation. So where is the label for consultation? We've added it. That's for consultation. So let me just um duplicate this workflow. Duplicate. So you can just duplicate it severally. This one is for general inquiry. Just come, open it, and change it to general inquiries. Remove consultations. That's for this. Then for this is for one-on-one mentorship. Change it to the one-on-one. Remove this and change it to one-on-one mentorship, and leave it like that. So let me duplicate it again. Let me duplicate it. Let me duplicate it again. So this one is for um, Nexit Academy. Open it, right? Nexit Academy. Add it. Then this one is for, sorry, this one is for support. Come here. Sorry. Change it to what's called. I think this one is for what? This one is for support. Yeah. So change it to, change it to support. So that means we're having several emails. We're having for consultations, course inquiries, one-on-one mentorship, and we're also having for support. Now let's execute and see. So let me just execute the entire workflow. So it's let's go back to what's called the Gmail, and let's refresh. So let me refresh. Can you see? It has already added a label, which is for um, Nexit Academy, right? Can you see it has already added a label? So whenever I want to reply message, maybe I only want to reply message for support, I just go to support, one-on-one mentorship. So it's as easy as that. Now, after labeling our messages, we might need to add a response. Now, for adding a response, guys, this is where the whole work is. There's a true way to do it. If you want to build a full scale automated system, you can add an AI agent to what's called to build a response to it, right? So that is, you can add an AI agent to check out for the response and determine the best response it can give and send it to what's called and send it to the person. That means it's going to determine the type of message that is coming and route it to that what's called whatever blah 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 stuff like that. So let me see. I can add an AI agent. I can add an AI agent that's connected chat. So chat model Gemini. Let me use Gemini 2.5 flash. So sorry, I can add a AI agent. Add an AI agent to it. So this AI agent is going to know uh, the appropriate response to give before responding to each messages, right? To each um, particular message, right? So now um, define below. So what's the particular message? Come back here. Where is the message? So here is the message. So this is the message. So we're going to add a system prompt for this particular message. So let's go back to ChatGPT. We need a well detailed system prompt for our AI agent. I'm going to make this as fast as possible. I might not use a well detailed prompt, but I'm just going to make sure I do something. A well detailed prompt for our AI agent s- that's that our customer support agent for Nexit Academy to reply to all messages, all messages that is coming in, right? So um, let's see what ChatGPT has for us. So ChatGPT is still developing. Yeah, next week academic blah blah stuff like that. And this one will start doing rubbish now. Start. Let me try paste the video that wants to do here. So let me just copy it and just come and paste it here. Let me share this tab, then paste it there. So I've added our chat model already. Let me add a system memory, simple memory from previous. I don't think we don't need a system memory for this because we are it's just a texting and we are building a chat model. So let me execute and see what we have. Let me execute and see what we have. I hope you guys can see my screen. Oh. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, the reason why my child is always going on thinking speed because I have trained my ChatGPT account the way I want it to get a response from me. So it has successfully gotten a response for us. Can you see the response we got? Hello, Emmanuel. Thanks for reaching out. I'm happy to provide with more information about our AI automation bootcamp. Our AI automation bootcamp is designed to help with podcast tools, blah 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 stuff like. So now what we need to do is to reply messages. So we're going to be using the send, e.g. We still go back to the Gmail, go back to Gmail, and we are going to be using the send a message. No, sorry, we're going to be using reply to a message. So that you can use send a message. Okay, let's use reply for a message. We're going to be using Gmail. We're going to be using the reply to a message. So we're going to be using reply to a message reply. And where is the message ID? Where is the message ID? Come back here. Here's our message ID. Hey, my sister. Here's the message ID. Here's the message ID. So the email type is text, and here is our email body. That's the output we got from ChatGPT. So now let's execute this and see if we actually got a response. So it has successfully sent it. So let me go back to our AI agent, our Gmail one was called, and see what we see, what we have. So it has successfully sent it a message. Let me see. Can you, so now there's a thing you can actually also do to make your work easier. Now, so maybe when you're bidding for clients, you can maybe before sending the email, you can ask it to send it to your Telegram first or what's called or your WhatsApp or whatever. It's just you can build. In fact, I didn't even expect I'm going to add an AI agent, but it just came to my mind to add an AI agent. So you can what's called you can keep refining and keep building it more and more to get what's called to get what you actually need. You can add more node. In fact, you can make it a well structured that whenever you get a mail, it's going to draft the mail, come back to your DM. Okay, hi, Mr. Hi, you just got a mail at Nexus Academy. Then it's going to send you the draft that you got and the draft that he drafted using your own tone. You can even train it to respond at see. That's why I started with prompting earlier. You can even train it to respond in the way you write, your tone, and you guys always makes me laugh. Which one be family tree now? We never went up voice it. You guys are saying family tree. You guys should want yourself. Which one is family tree now? This one is not family tree, oh. Please. This is not family tree, please. So you can add more features to it to make it more what's called um more modernized. So now that's just it about this night. We've built an AI email Gmail manager. It's been long I gave you guys assignment. The last assignment I gave you, most of you didn't do it. So I'm going to give you this one also. You're going to go and recreate this particular you're going to go and recreate this particular workflow and post it on Twitter and LinkedIn and tag me on for this particular to be submitted. This is even simple workflow. This is a very, very simple workflow. It shouldn't take you time. In fact, in 1 hour, 30 minutes, in 30 minutes, 1 hour, so it should be done. Are we up to 1 hour that we used to be this workflow? You didn't spend up to 1 hour to be this workflow. You guys are good already. You're masters. So I'm expecting submission tomorrow by 4 p.m. Tomorrow by 4 p.m. Go and build an AI Gmail manager for your what's called brand. It's very, very simple. Can you see? Thank you, Opeyemi. It's a very simple workflow. Saturday is too far. This is very it's see. I this is very, very simple workflow that I can build within 30 minutes. I can build this workflow in 30 minutes and easy PC. Yeah, concerning the NA10 account, I'm going to what's called send the thread this night, immediately after this class. I already saw someone that already done that post on Twitter. Or you guys can just go to Eliwachi's. There's no my guy, Eliwachi. Check Twitter. Eliwachi. I think he has a post on that, on how to get a free credit. Pending the time I get the credit from AWX. Okay, I should give them for questions. You can ask your question. I'm already responding to your questions already because I will soon be going off now. Yeah. Attendance, yeah. The attendance needs to be sent to you guys now. For those of you that did not attend class, go on your own level. So tomorrow we'll be building voice agents. If you want to learn, if you're seeing everyone building voice agent, I want to learn how you can actually build a voice agent. Tomorrow we'll be building a voice agent and you practically learn how it works within so the voice agent class will actually be very, very advanced. Hmm. We will debug tire. So you guys should prepare before coming to class. Eat a lot, drink a whole of water, and come and get value. Yes, I use Gemini. I mean, you guys should remember that my open AI credit finished. Those bastards, they can't even remember. They can't even remind me that I don't have credit anymore, and I have workflows running. Save. Right. So can you guys hear me now? I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Hi guys. So if you have any questions, you can ask me any questions you want to ask. If you have anything you want to ask, just ask me the questions. If you have any questions you want to ask me, let's have interactive sections tonight. If you have any questions you want to ask me, so it's time you can ask me questions. Let's have fun. Ask me any question relating to all our classes that we have done. Please, someone should post on the Telegram group that I'm back. Please, someone should post on the Telegram group that I'm back. Please, someone should post on the Telegram group that I'm back. So if you have any questions you want to ask me, do let me know now so I can answer all your questions on what we have done so far so good. And now please tell everybody to come back. I want to say something regarding the grouping. Because for some of you that have been entering my DM, please tell everybody to come back. Please tell everybody to come back. This information is very, very important. Please tell everybody to come back. This information I'm about to pass is very, very important for your grouping. You haven't you having difficulty installing what's it called Node.js on MacBook. Yes, Node.js for MacBook has a separate process on how to. If you're using MacBook, send me a DM. Send me a DM on WhatsApp. Let me share with you a video on how you can actually install Node.js on your laptop. So if you're using MacBook, share me a step. I should take one step again because from where do you want me to start? The AI. Windows 10 will work with Node.js. It will work. Windows 10 will work with Node.js. Windows 10 will work with Node.js. If you're having difficulty installing on your Windows laptop, go and watch the class where we installed. I told you guys the process. First of all, go to N10 GitHub. Once you're in N10 GitHub, there's scroll down, you're going to see the link to install Node.js. So once you've installed Node.js on your laptop, you open the Node.js command prompt, right? You have to first step install Node.js first on your laptop. I can install Node.js using what's called using the N8N GitHub. If you check the previous video, you can install Node.js using the N8N GitHub. And once you've installed Node.js on your laptop, then there's a code. You have to open your command prompt first. After you've opened your command prompts, there is a code where you are going to copy what's called npm slash stuff like that. Copy that stuff and paste it to your command prompt, and it's going to run. Copy that code and paste it in your command prompt, and it will definitely run. So that's exactly how it works. So is there anyone still having any issues with that? If you have installed Node.js already, it's very, very simple. Just run through the installation of etiquette, open your Node.js command prompt, and run through the installation. That's all. So I hope there's no any question because I want to say something very important. Please, I hope there's no questions again. I want to say something concerning the grouping. Concerning the grouping, I want to say something. I hope there's no questions again. Okay. Okay, anything license. The reason why they are giving anything license is because so that I can have an updated what's called anything account. Once you request the anything license, copy the code. The code is sent to your Gmail. Put it in your what's called in your self-hosted stuff like that, and it's going to get so then you are going to have access to all the premium features that on anything that you don't need to pay for. Right? You're going to have access to all the premium features if you are using anything. Mrs. Kate, which question am I not answering? Which question exactly? You said I should go back to AI agents. And I said you should go back to the tutorials. You're going to have access to it there. So alright guys, so let me just say this. Please and please for the grouping. Now we have 10 groups, and I think each group has I think 12 to 13 members each for each group. We have 12 to 13 members each for each group. Now, I believe everyone has joined their group by now. I believe everybody has joined his or her group by now. I don't want to hear anything. I believe everybody don't join his or her group. So now, in that group, I want you guys to start interacting from tonight. Pick a group leader and let your group leader send me a DM on WhatsApp. Pick a group leader and let your group leader. So I'm expecting 10 groups leader to send me a message tonight before you go to bed. So pick a group leader and let them send me a message tonight. I'm going to tell you guys the project you are going to be working on, and you're going to be presenting that project next week, Thursdays. Group 1 to 5 we're presenting on Thursday, next week Thursday. Group 5 to okay. Should we break it down into 3 days? Let's break it down into 3 days because I want everyone to present. Group 1 to 3 will be presenting on Wednesday. Group 1 to 3 will be presenting on Wednesday. Group 4 to 6 will be presenting on Thursday, and groups 7 to 10 will be presenting on Friday, and on Saturday we do the general roundups. So kindly take note. So that means you have like almost a week now to start working on your project, and these are complex projects that you are going to be working on. Sophisticated, complex projects. It's not going to be easy. I promise you guys, it's not going to be easy project. Project that is going to stretch you. It's going to stretch you. So you have a week to work on it. So each group leader should please send me a DM this night so I can tell you what you will be working on for your group. And please, group leaders, if and this is a group work, if any of your member is not collaborating or is not sharing info or is not doing anything, let me know. You like cover them up. That day, I'm not going to be the one to judge. People are going to come that will check your work. So they might ask anybody questions. That means each that day, each group will come, present, and we'll hear from you what you've done, your work. So now when presenting that day, tell us more about your work.
what you are building, the pain points, the, you're going to be telling us the pain point of what you are building, the solutions you are bringing to the table, and you show us the demo of what you have built. And now, apart from showing us a demo of what you have built, you're also going to tell us that okay, if you were to sell this, who were to sell this as an offer, who is your target audience? Who are you trying to reach out to, and how do you sell it? It's not going to be physical, it's going to be online. My physical class that I'm going to have with some of those people that are in Ibadan, and it's probably going to come up next month. If it doesn't come next month, maybe first or second week of January, but it's definitely going to be coming up in Ibadan next month. So I'm going to having a private sections for those in Ibadan next month who will come have fun, dine. Don't worry, there's free food, there's free snacks, free drinks. You also come and learn a lot. So that's for those that are in Ibadan. I'm going to be doing that for free for those people in Ibadan who learn. In fact, I'm going to try to talk to the what's called the training hall we are going to use. I'm going to try reach out to them tomorrow self to see how many people can we get a seat for. So they're going to be a lot of fun that day. There's a free food, guys. Guys will have enough fun. Tickets, you don't need tickets. It's free. You don't need tickets. Don't worry. God will provide. I will feed you guys. Don't worry. God will provide. I'm going to feed you guys. Just come. Come with your notepad and your laptop. That's just it. You don't need anything. Just come with your notepad and your laptop and come and learn. It's free. It's totally free, but very, very limited. And going to be a private section. Okay. If you are not in Ibadan, don't stress yourself to come. Stay in Lagos. Wherever state you are, stay there. Look, let my people in Ibadan let them enjoy this. You don't have a laptop. You guys are actually amazing. I saw someone presenting with phone automation. Who is that person? I forgot to bookmark that person. I was also so impressed. There's someone that presented with a phone. It's a lady on Twitter. She used an iPhone. Come on, you guys, a lady presented. A lady presented using an iPhone on Twitter. I don't know who is that person. It was actually very, very soft. I was even showing it to my guys. Yeah, they like that me. I mean, it was actually very, very like that's for it to even present is that readiness to learn because it was very, very surprising. Phone automation. Wow. I can't even imagine the kind of stress you go through. Lagos people. Lagos. So yeah, now I'll be in Lagos January. I'll be speaking at an AI conference by January. I have an AI conference that I'll be speaking in. What's the name of the hotel self? Don't forget. So I'll be coming to Lagos January. I'll be speaking at an event, an AI conference by January. So maybe you might, but Ibadan people very, very sure this year. We're gonna meet, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna dine. Let's talk automation, let's talk tech, let's talk real life. No, I should explain Node.js again. I've already explained how to use Node.js now. And people, you're not me now. I'm trying my best to see you guys understand. I'm not really strong for now. Okay, let me just come again. Node.js is actually, once you've installed Node.js on your laptop, you're going to open the Node.js command prompt. Once you've opened the Node.js command, once you've opened the Node.js command prompt, Then that's the terminal, what's called. I've accepted all the requests. When all the people that have sent requests, I've accepted it. Everyone that sent request, I've accepted their request. Maybe if I did not accept your request, maybe someone shared the link to you because I'm actually following the names. I've accepted all the requests. Everybody that sent requests. I've already explained Node.js now. I have explained from the beginning. I've explained everything you guys need to know. Your request wasn't accepted as well. Okay, if your request doesn't, I'm going to check the list and also check. Maybe if your request was not accepted, you're not using your real name on WhatsApp. But I'm going to go through everything again and accept all the requests. I'm going to go through it again and accept all the necessary requests I need to accept. So for the attendance, make sure you sign your attendance. So make sure you sign your attendance. Very, very. It's the attendance I'm going to use to grade you guys. I did not share my screen when I was connecting my AI agent. Go and check back the video. I shared my screen. I shared my screen. Go and check the what's called. Go and check the video again. So please sign your attendance because it's the attendance I'm going to use to grade you guys. So please sign your attendance. Sign your attendance. That's what I'm going to use to grade you guys because there's going to be a certificate at the end of this class, at the end of this bootcamp. Okay, so someone has already dropped the instructions on how you can actually what's called install Node.js on your laptop. So go through it and know how it works. Please don't miss tomorrow's class. It's very, very important because you will learn how to build an AI voice agent, and it's very, very important. So I hope that's all for now. Please sign your attendance. Oh, please sign your attendance because tonight is the last chance. For those of you that didn't sign attendance in the last class, tonight is the last chance for you to sign your attendance. I didn't see Grace in this class. I didn't see Oluwaseun. I didn't see Grace. I didn't see Oluwaseun. I didn't see Oofuni. I didn't see these guys in class tonight. So what happened? Okay, you are here. Okay. Because I know you always comment. I didn't see Ofuni. Grace is not in this class. Where is Ofuni? I didn't see Ofuni. Okay, he's on that account. Okay. I didn't see Ofuni. Ofuni is not in class. So I think that's all for this night. I beg. I want go chop. I want rest. So send your group leaders to my DM this night to come and collect your appoint your group leaders and let them come to my DM.